Sumir, it's a pleasure. It's been a long time, but wonderful to catch up with you.
The pleasure's all mine, Mateen. Thank you. Great to be at this AI summit.
Thank you. You have been on the investment landscape for a long time. Before I take you to India, let's talk about AI in general. I mean, AI has been there for many, many years, more than probably 3 decades in some sense or the other. But in the last 3 to 5 years, we have evolved so much now that people are really either very excited or very paranoid. How do you see people adapting to this technology? And the evolution of technology is so fast-paced.
Yeah, absolutely, Mateen. I think we're living through a revolution. I think the next 10 years are going to be incredibly exciting. I think many industries are going to get completely reformed by AI, and so it's a really exciting time. And as usual, I think as humans, it takes us longer to adapt to new technology. There will be issues, there'll be challenges, but the promise is incredible, and I'm really excited by it. And my firm, we're making a lot of AI investments because we're big believers in AI in India and in the US.
Now that we are here at the precursor for the big summit that is happening in February in India on AI, you have been a big proponent of India from like 2 decades ago. I've known you. You've been investing, in India for a long time. 2 quick questions on that. One is, obviously things have evolved very much. The question I have is for the breed of new entrepreneurs. How do you see them compared to even 10 years ago?
Yeah, I think the breed of new entrepreneurs is fantastic in India. It's like vintages of wine, man. It just gets better every decade, man. So it's incredible. I see these young entrepreneurs like, say, Arvind Sanka, who's the CEO of Rapido, one of our companies. Mateen, they're doing incredibly, man. They went from a little company 7 years ago when we backed them to India's leading rideshare company. Today doing over 5 million rides a day, including 2-wheelers. So fantastic. I mean, so we're seeing lots of entrepreneurs like Arvind who are just changing India and are going to change the landscape completely.
And the follow-up question to that is for entrepreneurs who are, aware of what's happening because the world has become so small and so connected. Your investment strategy must have changed over the years because initially you tried to invest with startups, but it wasn't working out. Then you went with, obviously, Series A plus. But how do you see that evolve in terms of maturity and investment landscape?
Yeah, I think today last 15 years, what's worked really well for us is we back good entrepreneurs at all stages, Mateen. So we have public companies in our portfolio, we back pretty young companies, and really support entrepreneurs across all stages. So very unusual. Most firms focus on niche, but we focus entirely on India and US India. But within that, within the technology stack, we're kind of stage agnostic, Mateen.
And finally, a macro question on India, both in terms of evolution of technology and policy, and how do you see that the young generation of India could tap into becoming more entrepreneurs, especially with the leveraging AI?
Yeah, I think it's super exciting, man. I think the last 10 years in India have been really positive economically. I think the next 10 years are going to be even better, and the young generation you talk about, Mateen, is going to be the biggest beneficiary of that. We're already seeing it where so many of them, my nephews growing up in India versus my kids in the US, the differences are very small today. And I think increasingly that's happening, that young generation is very sophisticated, very global, very ambitious. So, I've never been more optimistic, man.
Again, thank you for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Mateen. Thank you, man. Great to see you.